Finally, you, our students,
Raddedigion a gwesteion, anewch I sefyll ar gyfer yr yrymdaith academaidd. Graduands and guests, please be upstanding for the academic procession.
By the powers vested in me as Pro-Chancellor, I declare the congregation open for the awarding of degrees and diplomas of the University of South Wales. And I invite the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Mr Hugh Williams, to address the congregation. Please be seated.
My Lord Lieutenant, High Sheriff, Pro-Chancellor, graduands, honoured guests, congregation. It is my great delight to welcome you on this special day. This is a really special occasion. Formally, it is our academic recognition of your considerable talent and a collective celebration of your individual endeavour. But it is also our opportunity to say thank you to everyone else here who has supported you. As graduates of the university, you are the latest learners in a line that goes back to 1841 and has its roots much earlier. Why are we all wearing medieval gowns in this weather? It's not just because they look great in photographs or on Instagram. We're doing it because it shows an unbroken link to our history as scholars at a university. You're wearing a cap, gown and hood because you're now part of a tradition of clever and hard-working people learning at a university that goes back centuries. Our story at the University of South Wales goes back to the early days of the Industrial Revolution, when some far-sighted leaders of business and their professions created small, specialist institutions of higher learning to educate the brightest minds of their younger generation. They would be proud now. They would see that their small colleges have grown into a major international university, adding value to our society, to our economy, and most fundamentally to the lives of bright people like you. You're part of a vigorous academic community of all nations and beliefs. The graduates who have gone before you are already making their mark, whether they studied the arts or business, humanities or sciences. Across Britain and in countries across the world, there are graduates of your university managing businesses and developing their professions. They are authors, artists, poets, engineering directors, police officers, doctors and nurses. Some of them have reached the gold standard, the blue ribbon, and literally the Oscar statue at the summit of their professions. They all have something in common that goes beyond their success in work. They know that universities are not simply a generator of wealth or a cog in a governmental growth machine or a link in the economic chain. They know, as we do, that having a degree also has a deeper function. Graduates like you have developed the healthy skepticism and flexibility of thought that we hone through a university education. You have challenges, but you also have unparalleled opportunities to make a difference. You have at your fingertips the ability to access every part of human knowledge and communicate it instantly anywhere across the globe. And more than that, every one of you has talent, every one of you has intellect, every one of you has commitment and the capacity for hard work, and now you'll have the qualification to prove it. So while you're thinking about everything going on today, worrying about whether you trip as you come on stage, taking selfies in those rather unusual robes, I want to open this ceremony by telling you 3 things we'd like you to remember. You deserve to be here today. Your hard work is a credit to you, and we're all very proud of you. Thank you and well done.
Gadewch iddo fod yn hysbys i aelodau'r Prifysgol ac i pawb sydd yma'n presennol y cynhelir y cynlluniad o Brifysgol De Cymru yn Ninas Casnewydd ar y 9 o Orffennaf 2018. Heddiw, anrhydeddion ysgolegion sydd wedi profi trwy ei deallusrwydd a'i hymdrech hysgolegaidd ei bod yn cymwys i cael ei dderbyn ar gyfer y graddau a chymwysterau'r Brifysgol. Drwy anrhydeddu ei cyraeddiad, gadewch i'r rheini sydd yma'n bresennol cydnabod ei ymrwymiad a dathlu ei llwyddiant. Bu soddon ein gobeithion a'n disgwyliadau iddynt gan obeithio y byddant rhoi eu talent a'i disg gerbron ei proffesiwn a'n cymunedau. Hyderon y byddant yn cyfrannu at y dyfodol ein cymdeithas gydag anrydedd a chlod.
Let it be known by members of the University and all here present that a congregation of the University of South Wales is held in the city of Newport on the 9th day of July 2018. Today we honour scholars who have demonstrated through their intellect and scholarly effort that they are qualified to be admitted to the degrees and qualifications of the university. In honouring their achievement, let all here present recognise their dedication and celebrate their success. We invest in them our hope and expectation that they will put their talent and learning at the service of their professions and our communities. We trust that they will contribute to the future of our society with honour and distinction.
Pro-Chancellor, I present to the congregation the Faculty of Life Sciences and Education candidates that have been awarded the Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training. Muzu Samuels. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Cardiff and Vale College, Barry, Elisha Allen Cope. Jade Ashton. Aisha Backett. Angela Britton. Maxine Cahill. Anne-Marie Edwards. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education and Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Cardiff and Vale College, Cardiff. Chantel Deek. Lisa Driscoll. Judith Margaret Garner. Leo James. Lucy James. Kerry Lane. Emma O'Connor. David Phillips. Jamie Sherwood. Laura Vivian. Amy Victoria Wheatley. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, colleague Gwent Ebervale, Claire Clift. Natalie Davis. Haina Gulnaz. Gemma Hall. Lauren Elizabeth Mole. Nikki Rusby. Sophie Williams. Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, colleague Cymoedd Aberdare, Mark Bevan. Emily Jane Griffiths. Kelly Ann Heck. Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, colleague Cymoedd Nantgarw, Amanda Dawn Canterbury. Laura Ashley Chapman. Sharon Louise Edwards. Christopher Foote. Amy Griffiths. Garrod Griffiths. Samantha Vincent Jones. Keris Melissa Turner. Rebecca Turner. Leanne Young. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, colleague Cymoedd Rhonda, Rebecca Egan. Cara Tucker. Kate Rebecca Williams. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, colleague Cymoedd Ystrad Mynach, Beverly Cushion. Ruth John. The Stella Levy Prize, awarded to the best performance in English modules by a mature student, Tracy Marie Jones. Siobhan Wilson. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Gower College, Swansea, Ace Kirby Abraham Jones. Rebecca Ann Field. Lucinda Gregory. Phil Glyn Jones. Eunice Moyo. Robert Murphy. Keris Perkins. Jacqueline Karen Stanley. Richard David Evan Thomas.
We now hear a musical interlude by students from the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama. Our National Conservatoire is part of the wider University of South Wales family. These talented performers graduated this year with Bachelor and Master of Music degrees at the University of South Wales, and we congratulate them most warmly. Performing for us today are the LBQ Brass Quartet. They will be playing a mixture of classical and modern pieces, Celebration, Bare Necessities, and the Nutcracker Overture. So graduands, honoured guests, congregation, please give a warm welcome to the LBQ Brass Quartet.
The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Merthyr Tydfil College, Emily Rose Barnes. Lauren Butler. Samantha Fletcher. Verity Jones. Louise Morris. Andrea Nicholas. Glenn Lewis Tarpley Hillier. Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Cardiff and Vale College, Barry, Sonette Bryan. Sean Davis. Ella Gamgee. Gavin George. Jade Poynton. The Professional Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Cardiff and Vale College, Cardiff, Jacqueline Elizabeth Coughlin. Simona Dinu. Stephanie Farmer. Anna Hooper. Cassie Jacobson. The Professional Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Coleg Gwent, Ebbw Rebecca Bignell. Nicola Cole. Martin Cook. Kelly Davis. Cheryl Harris. Christopher Justin Harrison. Robert Jarrett. Yestin Jones. Kim Nobes. Lisa Norris. John Pollard. Dawn Slater. Samantha Strip. Mark Wannell. Sharon Williams. The Professional Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Coleg Cymoedd, Aberdare, Terry Ann Davis. Philip Gwyn Richards. Griffiths, sorry, Philip Gwyn Griffiths, apologies. Donna Richards. The Professional Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Coleg Cymoedd Nant Garw, Victoria Marie Coker. Samantha Evans. Zoe Louise Jenkins. Kerry Jones. Nikki Jones. Scott Jones. Jodie Sly. Kate Thomas. Christopher Andrew Williams. Professional Certificate in Education and Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Colega Cymoedd Rhondda, Stacey Barnes. Gemma Jones. Linda Picton. Keris Warren. The Professional Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Colega Cymoedd Ystrad Mynach, Jenna Evans. Emma Jones. Stacey Miles. The Professional Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Gower College, Swansea, Gemma Dawn Hollingworth. Dale Nettleton. Naomi Leanne Smythe. Lucy Ann Thomas. The Professional Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Merthyr Tydfil College, Jodie Davis. Helen Gould. Richard Rowley. The Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Cardiff and Vale College, Barry, Stella Wallace Rowe. Pro-Chancellor, that concludes the awards from the Faculty of Life Sciences and Education.
Congregation, colleagues, friends and guests. And now I am the first to call you graduates. Today has contained moments of great formal academic ceremony. For you, all of you in the audience, it is a moment of pride. I've been where you are as my children graduated. And on this platform, we shared your pride and your tears as they crossed the stage. They did it. But so many of them didn't do it alone. You supported them in so many ways. You consoled them when they were down. You lifted them up as they tried. You guided them, and you were there for them. We'd like to say thank you. I think all of you deserve a round of applause. So graduates, can I ask you to stand? And as you've been applauded coming across the stage, this is your chance to applaud your family and friends who've supported you. Well, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I don't think that was a very loud round of applause. I'd like to see a few more whoops and cheers. So shall we have another go? Thank you. Please sit down. For us on the stage, this is the highlight of the university year. There are 3,000 staff at this great university. They have taught and mentored, fed, supported and encouraged these graduates. And when a professor stands in front of you and lectures or leads a seminar, that person is supported by technicians, administrators, support staff, counsellors, the sports ground team and the Students' Union. Seeing your success is why we do it all. But I want to give you the chance to clap and say thank you to everyone who's worked so hard to enable you to achieve your potential today. So again, please don't stand up too much up and down, but if you could put your hands together to say thank you to the staff of the university. And I know we don't often single out individual people, but the person who's been calling out all the names today is a very special member of our team. And I'd like you just to stand for a moment to get some recognition. This colleague has worked at the university for 25 years and has been in education for well more than 30. So I'd like us just to put our hands together and say thank you so much for all that you've done, and enjoy your next phase of life. You can sit now, yeah. But graduates, most of all, today is about you. It's more than a public recognition of your hard work. It is more than a chance to put on record those rather fabulous old-fashioned robes that you're wearing and pair them with some truly fabulous shoes. Today is the moment that we as an academic community say that you are one of us, that you share our values, and that you're going to take those into your next phases of your life. We are celebrating today the highest form of human achievement, the power to think and to challenge, and that is what a university is. You've learned specific skills in your professional discipline. We know from personal experience that the higher education this university provides is valued tremendously by your future employers. And the university's success in fitting its students for the world of work is a source of justified pride. But more than that, you've learned how to distinguish between real fact and the tangled mess of propaganda that swirls around us in this overpopulated information age. You've developed the ability to say, really? And how so? As an academic community of every faith, nation and background, our deepest function is universal. It's not confined to the subject our students study or what they do next in the world of work. Our role as a university lies fundamentally in educating citizens who will ask constructively critical questions in public life. That means helping other people to see what critical argument looks like, to see what genuine thinking is, and to explore great issues in an atmosphere of respect and positive expectation. These are the timeless values of a university itself, and we hope they are now your values as scholars and graduates of our university. The banner above the headline at the top of every edition of the Washington Post newspaper says this: "Democracy dies in darkness." So this is my task for you when you walk out of this hall. The Romans said that the mind was not a vessel to be filled, but a lamp to be lit. So make sure you keep your intellect bright. After today, keep illuminating the world around you. Shine the spotlight of skeptical inquiry when someone says, "We've always done it like this." Be focused like a laser when you ask, "Why not?" when you're told something's impossible. Make sure that as an educated citizen, a graduate of your subject, and now an alumnus of the University of South Wales, that you're somebody who contributes an intellectual light to whatever decisions are being made around you. You see, the most important part of impact any university can have is to help its people to become intelligent citizens. Now you are, in a very real sense, ambassadors both for the University of South Wales and for what we are trying to achieve. Today, you move from being our students to being our alumni, but you remain part of our university with its shared commitment to the transformation of lives through knowledge and exchange. We trust that your time at the University of South Wales will have broadened your horizons, opened up pathways to exciting opportunities in your career, and imbued you both with a spirit of inquiry and a desire for lifelong learning. We now wish you good luck in your future endeavours. And looking at you today, I think we ain't seen nothing yet. We rejoice in your success. You've earned this. Well done. Have a great day. Good luck. And thank you very much. I now declare this degree ceremony of the University of South Wales closed and invite you all to stand for the national anthem.